Hello everyone. Today we are going to derive an expression for pressure of ideal gas. As shown in figure, we can see a cube having length, breadth and height of L centimeter as shown in figure. Let small l be length of each side, capital A be the area, that is capital A is equal to L square be the area, capital V that is volume, small l cube is the volume of given cube, capital N be the total number of molecules of gas inside the cube, small m be the mass of each molecule, capital M is equal to capital N multiplied by small m, that is total mass of gas. Now rho is called as density, that is mass upon volume, but here mass is capital N into small m, total mass of gas, divided by volume of cube, that is L cube. Now next, capital V1, capital V2, capital V3, dash dash dash, capital N. These are nothing but velocities of n number of particles present inside the cube. Now we will see components of velocities along x, y and z axis. As shown in figure, the cube is shown in three-dimensional figure having x, y and z axis. Therefore, x1, y1, z1 be the components of velocity of particle 1 of velocity component of first molecule of gas. Like this, up to n number of particles velocity components are, we have to take velocity components. Let there be n moles of an ideal gas enclosed in a cubical box having volume V with sides of box parallel to coordinate axes x, y and z as shown in figure. Walls of box are kept at constant temperature. As we know, characteristics of gas molecules are randomly in motion. They collide with wall of container as well as with each other. We consider only elastic collision with walls, as pressure is so adjusted here that molecules do not collide with each other. Let a particle having velocity v as shown in figure is about to collide with shaded wall. The wall is parallel to YZ plane. As collision is assumed to be elastic, during this collision, component Vx is reversed and Vy and Vz remain constant. Now time to derive expression. Here we will see change in momentum of single particle after collision, that is shown with the symbol delta px, and momentum what is the formula for momentum? Mass into velocity. Okay, here we consider small m mass of particle and initial velocity of particle is u1. Now change in momentum of that particle will be mvu. That is, change in momentum means final momentum minus initial momentum. Here final momentum is minus mu1, as velocity component along x axis is get reversed. therefore that negative sign indicates that it gets reversed, and change in momentum is final momentum minus initial momentum, initial momentum is mu1. Therefore there are two negative signs, minus minus become plus. Therefore delta px, that is change in momentum, is minus 2 mu1. म्हणजेच कोलिजन नंतर व्हेलॉसिटी कंपोनंट हा रिव्हर्स झाला अलॉंग एक्स ॲक्सिस. म्हणजेच निगेटिव्ह साईन, फायनल मोमेंटमचं निगेटिव्ह साईन आपल्याला काय इंडिकेट करतं आहे की त्याची फक्त डायरेक्शन रिव्हर्स झाली आहे. आणि जेव्हा दोनदा निगेटिव्ह साईन असतं आपल्याला त्या दोन कंपोनंटची ॲडिशन करावी लागते आणि साईन फक्त निगेटिव्ह द्यावं लागतं. म्हणून -2 mu1 हे आहे चेंज इन मोमेंटम ऑफ सिंगल पार्टिकल आफ्टर कोलिजन. आणि ते कोलिजन झालेलं आहे वॉल PQRS सोबत, जी शेडेड म्हणून दाखवली आहे डायग्रॅममध्ये. नाव मोमेंटम गेन बाय सरफेस PQRS इज +2 mu1. आता आपण पाहूया डिस्टन्स कवर्ड बाय मॉलिक्यूल इन 2 सक्सेसिव्ह कोलिजन्स विथ सेम सरफेस. म्हणजे एका सेम सरफेससोबत एका पार्टिकलचं सक्सेसिव्ह 2 कोलिजन्समध्ये किती डिस्टन्स कवर केलं गेलं. ॲज लेंथ ऑफ क्यूब इज स्मॉल एल. म्हणजे क्यूबची लेंथ ही स्मॉल एल आहे आणि 2 कोलिजन सक्सेसिव्ह कवर करण्यासाठी त्याला ती लेंथ 2दा कवर करावी लागेल. म्हणजेच ते डिस्टन्स 2L आहे. म्हणून नाव टाईम रिक्वायर्ड फॉर 2 सक्सेसिव्ह कोलिजन स्मॉल t इज इक्वल टू डिस्टन्स अपॉन वेलोसिटी. कारण आपल्याला वेलोसिटीचे फॉर्म्युला माहिती आहे, डिस्टन्स अपॉन टाईम. त्या फॉर्म्युलावरनं आपण टाईमचा फॉर्म्युला कॅल्क्युलेट करू शकतो की डिस्टन्स अपॉन वेलोसिटी. म्हणून टाईमचा फॉर्म्युला होतो 2L डिवाइड बाय वेलोसिटी स्मॉल u1. Now according to the Newton's second law, that is force exerted by any object is equal to rate of change of momentum. Okay, rate of change of momentum means what? Change in momentum divided by time, that is rate of change of momentum, and that is nothing but equal to force. Here force exerted by molecule on the surface PQRS is given by Newton's second law. So force F, capital F, is equal to rate of change of momentum of surface PQRS. That is F is equal to 2 mu1 divided by small t. That is change in momentum by surface PQRS is 2 mu1 and rate of change in momentum, so divide by small t. But here small t, as we know above, small t is equal to 2L divided by u1. Therefore we have to substitute that value of small t in this formula. Therefore our formula for F becomes 2 mu1 divided by 2L divided by u1. That small u1 at the denominator becomes at numerator side. Therefore 2 mu1 square divided by 2L. Here 2 get cancelled. Therefore formula for force exerted becomes mu1 square divided by small m. This is formula for force exerted by particle 1 on the surface PQRS for particle 1. In this way we can calculate force exerted by other molecules along x, y and z axis up to n number of molecules. Likewise this, and therefore given below. Similarly along x axis there are n number of particles. Therefore, force exerted by n number of particles along x-axis becomes mx1 square divided by L plus mx2 square divided by L plus dash 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 up to n number of molecules mxn square divided by small l is equal to, now we will take small m and small l common outside the bracket. Therefore, small m divided by L inside the bracket x1 square plus x2 square plus dash 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 up to xn square. X are nothing but the velocity component of n number of molecules. Likewise, for y-axis, force exerted by n number of particles, small m divided by L inside the bracket y1 square plus y2 square plus dash 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 plus yn square. Y component is nothing but for y component is for velocity along y-axis for n number of particles. Similarly, like this, along z-axis, force exerted is equal to small m divided by small l inside the bracket z1 square plus z2 square plus dash 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 up to zn square. Therefore, for formula for force exerted along z-axis is equal to small m divided by small l inside the bracket z1 square plus z2 square up to zn square. Z is nothing but velocity component along z's axis for n number of particles. Now time for expression of pressure. We know formula for pressure. Pressure is equal to force exerted upon area or force per unit area. Pressure along x-axis, Px is equal to force upon area, but as we see in previous page, formula for force is small m divided by small l inside the bracket x1 square plus x2 square up to n number of xn square. So we have to divide that formula with area, and here area is nothing but small l square. So formula for pressure Px along x-axis, Px becomes Px is equal to small m upon L into L square, that is L cube, inside the bracket x1 square plus x2 square plus dash 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 xn square. Similarly, formula for pressure exerted along y-axis become small m divided by L cube, that is volume. Small l cube is nothing but volume, inside the bracket y1 square plus y2 square plus dash 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 up to yn square. And formula for pressure along z-axis becomes small m divided by L cube inside the bracket z1 square plus z2 square plus dash 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 zn square. Here x, y, z are nothing but velocity component along x, y and z axis for n number of particles. As we know, Px, Py, Pz are nothing but pressures along x, y and z axis. Here we consider capital P as its average pressure, that is Px plus Py plus Pz is equal to 3P. Therefore, small p is equal to Px plus Py plus Pz divided by 3. Therefore, capital P is equal to 1/3 small m divided by L cube inside the bracket x1 square plus x2 square plus dash 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 up to xn square plus y1 square plus y2 square plus dash 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 up to yn square plus z1 square plus z2 square plus dash 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 up to zn square. Here x1, y1, z1 are, that is x, y, z are nothing but the velocity component along x, y and z axis. But these are nothing but square of velocities of n number of particles along x, y and z axis. So therefore we can write this as capital P is equal to 1 by 3 small m divided by v. Inside the bracket, v is nothing but here for volume. L cube is nothing but volume. And inside the bracket, v1 square plus v2 square plus dash 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 up to vn square. These v's are nothing but velocities along x, y and z axis. And v1 square means square of velocity along x axis and y axis and z axis. But previously we have studied one formula for VRMS, that is root velocity of root mean square velocity, and that is VRMS is equal to under root of v1 square plus v2 square plus vn square divided by capital N. These was velocities of n number of particles divided by number of molecules. Adjusting this formula, we get VRMS square into capital N is equal to v1 square plus v2 square plus dash 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 up to vn square. Squaring both sides, we get this formula, and adjusting to both sides, we can now we have to substitute this formula in above pressure formula. Therefore that formula for pressure becomes capital P is equal to 1 by 3 mass up. The formula for pressure becomes capital P is equal to 1/3 small m divided by capital V into VRMS square into capital N. Here 1 by 3 small m and divided by V. Here V is for volume and VRMS is nothing but velocity component, and capital N is the total number of molecules. We can also adjust this pressure formula with rho, because mass upon volume is nothing but density. Therefore above formula becomes 1 by 3 rho into VRMS square. Also we know small m into capital N is mass of total gas molecules. Therefore capital P is equal to 1 by 3 capital M divided by V into VRMS square. Here capital M is nothing but small m into N is equal to total mass of gas molecules. So here we get three formulas for pressure exerted by gas molecules on the wall of cube. In this way students, we have completed our second lecture, pressure exerted by gas molecules on the wall of container.